Atmavandan, everyone. Good evening and welcome to today's session. Today we're going to be reading a chapter from the book The Compassionate Buddha by the very learned AnandMurti Guruma. So we've reached chapter 5. We'll read the chapter first and then we'll have time for reflection and to see what the key learnings are. And then we'll have a meditation afterwards as well. So today's chapter is called Chapter 5, The Drama of Human Life. Every day comes to go. We come here to leave. Some have left who were born with us. We too will go one day. Our destination is far and the path is arduous. Wake up. How can you sleep? You are mistaken in seeing the mortal world as immortal. One who is given life gives sustenance too. Who lives in us, works through us. Let go the song of mine and thine. Meditate. Or you will destroy your life without walking on the path. Dawn has already arrived. Night of darkness will follow soon. Days come only to go. Life happens to witness away, says Ravidas. See if you are wise. Can't you see this world is dying? Each day comes to go. We have come here but to go. In one of his verses, Sage Ravidas has written, Kya tu soya jagayana, sanga chalat he hum bhi chalna. Dura gavan syara upar marna. The word aina refers to the one who knows but pretends not to know. There is none so blind than he who will not see. There is deep thinking behind the choice of any word done by a Sadguru, a master. They don't select a word just for the heck of it. See, Sikhs often use the term kachi, casual, uncertain, and baki, certain, confirmed, and bani, the speech. They believe that whatever is mentioned in the Guru Granth Sahib is baki bani, and anything mentioned anywhere else, but which is not in Guru Granth Sahib, is kachi bani. Guru Granth Sahib is a voluminous book comprising of 1,430 pages that includes the 6 Gurus, 16 Bhaktas, devotees, and Bhatta, bards who sang the glory of Gurus in their satsang. The 16 devotees include Kabir, Mira, Surdas, Thana, Farid, and Mardana, to name a few. The Sikhs believe that whatever that has been said by the Gurus and their 16 devotees is Bhakti Bani, i.e., if the Guru is accomplished, his words will have credence, and likewise, if the devotees are accomplished, only then will their words have any credence, any credibility. The sentiment behind using the terms Kachi and Bhakti Bani is that the one who has experienced the truth is addressed as the accomplished one, i.e. Bhakka. And as this experiential truth then reflects in all words uttered by him, his words have certainty, so it's called Bhakti Bani. On the contrary, the one who has only read few books has heard a few discourses, and essentially all he has is borrowed knowledge. He hasn't experienced the truth. Such an inept person is referred to as a kacha, and words uttered by him is kachi bani. In this context, I remember a Nirmali sage, Baba Narayan Harji, who had built a Gurudwara in Manikarn with the help of the local Himachali people. These people were Hindus, some having faith in Krishna, while the others worshipped Devi. The practice followed at the Gurudwara was that the people were taught everything, Gurubani, bhajans, hymns, and there were no restrictions imposed on the devotees. When I visited this Gurudwara, the sage was no more, but I was pleased to see the interior of the Gurudwara. It housed the colourful portraits and pictures of different gods and goddesses, along with the photos of the Gurus, and the practice of worship reflected the diversity of people attending the Gurudwara, as along with the traditional reading of Sikh scriptures, bhajans, kirtans, devotional songs, and artis, songs praising the Lord, were also sung in that Gurudwara. It was indeed a very pleasant experience, as it is so uncommon to see such religious tolerance, such harmony, accommodating one and all. It is another matter that woefully, with passage of time, the disease of fanaticism spread to this serene place as well, and later, hardliners stopped the singing of bhajans and kirtans in that Gurdwara, reverting back to the word ayana. Ravidas must have chosen this word after much thought and cognation. It refers to the one who knows but deliberately pretends not to know. Ayana also refers to someone whose body is that of an adult, but intellect is still infantile, immature. A child's intellect lacks maturity, and hence he often makes illogical demands. In Sri Krishna's divine play, as a child, he once made a stubborn demand for the moon. He kept sobbing and couldn't be pacified by any alternative. Finally, Nanda Baba got an idea. See, men generally tend to use their intellect so as to rationalize, whereas women are more sentimental. However, it is not necessary that someone with a male body will also have a male disposition. It is not uncommon to see people who, although have a male gender, but they have a feminine disposition, female psyche, and vice versa. Margaret Thatcher, Indira Gandhi, and Rani of Jhansi are few such examples. So, reverting back to the story, Nanda Baba asked Yashoda to get a large dish full of water. He caught the moon's reflection in that pool of water and showed it to Krishna, and his tears changed to a contented smile. Children often make such demands, which they are illogical, impracticable. Human mind is also like a child, making demands that are impracticable to fulfill. So, although the body has grown up, the mind and intellect lack maturity. The mind is still infantile, immature, although physically the person may come across as an adult. Ravidas is pointing out that despite seeing one's contemporaries die and leave the earth, people don't want to accept the fact that one day, inevitably, they too will die. The sage is referring to the one who feigns to be ignorant of one's own inevitable demise, despite witnessing death all around him. This feigned ignorance may on the face of it appear to be blissful, but in essence is far from it. In effect, he's referring to all humanity, as this is the way most people live their lives, evading the issue of one's own inescapable death. The one who isn't aware of his own impending death, even after witnessing death happening all around him, what do you call such a person? Ravidas says that he is ayana. Ravidas says, I too will die just as the others have died. He includes himself as well, not simply addressing others. Do dura gavan sirya upar marna. Ravidas says that we have a long way to go before we arrive at our destination, the goal of attaining self-realization. Experiential knowledge of the ultimate truth. The journey is long and arduous, and no one knows when death will curtail it. See, why is a child sent to school? To get educated, and he will have to go until he completes the tenure of class 10 and gets the school leaving passing certificate. He stays at school until he gets the passing certificate. On a lighter note, An MLA's son failed the Class 10 examination for the third time. The MLA's friends came to express their sympathy, but the MLA brushed them off, saying, "Are you guys crazy? Sympathy for what? My son is in the majority for 55% of his classmates. In the majority for 55% of his classmates have failed. This means my son is learning how to be a good politician by being in the majority faction. A child has to keep on repeating the school years until he passes all the examinations. Likewise, this world is like a school where we are sent to acquire experiential knowledge, to excel and to evolve. A child who doesn't want to go to school cries and protests. But the parents know the importance of education and disregard his protests and send him to school. I remember an incident from my school days. I must have been in the 4th standard. We were in the middle of our lessons when suddenly an announcement was made by the principal stating that the president, V.V. Giddy, had passed away and the school was to be closed. I distinctly remember how elated we all were on hearing the news of school closure. And when many days would lapse without any school holiday, we would ask our parents, wasn't anyone scheduled to die so that our school would be closed? But whether they like it or not, our parents ensure that their children attend the schooling until they have passed the 10th standard. The same is applicable to all of us. Whether we want or not, like it or not, we will be sent to this world again and again until we accomplish and attain all that we are supposed to. It is up to us. The more one delays and procrastinates in accomplishing the given task, one is prolonging the stay in this world. Until and unless one doesn't figure out the solution to end all suffering, no matter how intense is the desire to be happy, the cloud of pain and suffering will be inescapable. Living in ignorance can never, ever be blissful. Ravidas continues, Karabandagi chand mein mera hriday naam samar savare, jo din aave so din jahi, karna kucha rahan thi nahi. Kahe Ravidas nidan divane, chetas nahi dunya fankhane. He says, forego the habitual attitude of I and mine. Ease off the bandage to this world. Let your heart be immersed in remembrance of the Lord. Contemplate on the eternal truth that will always be. He says, don't remain an ayana. Think for yourself, realize your responsibility, and do what is needed to be done. He cautions that if one squanders their precious time away and doesn't follow the precepts for evolution, then soon the ebb of life will near, and this will be filled only with darkness, and you will be unable to find the right path to this darkness. Use the sunlight to find out the right path and tread on it, for it will be too late once darkness falls. Alas, fact is that the majority of people are born in darkness and die in darkness. Ravidas says, are you a divana? Here the word divana is used synonymously, but to ayana, the one who pretends, who feigns. Ravidas says the world is a fankana, a theatre. All actors in a drama portray different characters. Every play comes to an end, and so does this world. Characters change, actors change. Likewise, the world is grand, but a drama nevertheless. Hence, change is inevitable. Characters will change, so why get so attached and bonded to the actors, characters, scenes, and situations when one knows that nothing is forever, that nothing or no one will last forever? Enact a role knowing that it is just a play, a drama, make-believe. And if I portray any character with this underlying wisdom that it is just a drama, then whatsoever happens, happiness, sadness, laughter, crying, union, separation, death. Everything will happen, but nothing will affect me. Nothing will have any effect on me. I remain untouched, unmoved. See, when you watch the villain kill the hero in the cinema, do you take that for reality and start mourning? Rather, you wait for the next scene to see in which direction the story goes. Essentially, you enjoy all that is happening on the screen, the apparent sorrows, the melodrama, the fights, the tears. You enjoy all because you know it's just a movie and not the reality. There is nothing wrong in enjoying a movie, a drama, but this will be useful only when you learn that your life's drama is nothing different to the movie drama. When you start regarding the twists and turns in your life as they happen in a movie, characters come and go, situations come and go, everything changes. Look at yourself, your life. Are you the same you were 10 years ago? Isn't there a significant difference in what you are now? Not only in your physical body, but also in your mind. Your likes, dislikes, perceptions, views, and won't you change further more in the next coming years? Learn to accept this inevitability of change. Some people, while watching a movie, get so involved in the characters and situations that for that moment they forget that it is fictitious. So they cry with the heroes and heroines. One person saw the movie Sholay 20 times. When asking why, he replied animatedly, "Well, every time I watched Amitabh die in the end, I felt that maybe next time he would be alive and get married to the poor widow he loved." When I asked him why he hadn't seen it for the 21st time, he replied, "Well, I finally accepted that he had died and there was no possibility of a resurrection." One gets involved in pointless desires, hopes, and expectations, but forgets that all that is happening in your life is just a small part of a drama being enacted on a very large scale. So learn to view your own life with a detached attitude. Keep that distance and view events in your life as an entertaining drama where you have been given a part to play. Accept the role you have been given to enact, whether you believe that God has gave you this role or whether it was preordained by fate as a result of your previous karma. That doesn't matter. If you look back in your life, you may remember times when calamity befell on you and you had thought there was no way you could deal with it, no way the grief and suffering would ever reduce. But those difficult times also passed away. Now you can look back and reminisce without getting overtly upset. Times change, good times and bad times. Nothing remains forever. Buddha emphasized that time, world, and life are akin to a wheel, which keeps on going round and round, keeps on changing, and he is wise who simply views the happenings with detachment, knowing that it is not in his remit to stop this process in any way. Do not resist what is and what will be. Accept things and events as they are, and not as you would want them to be. Can you change the wheel of time, the wheel of life? What will you get if you forcibly try to change the course of preordained events? This world, this life, is like a giant wheel. And in this wheel, what is seen today will not be seen tomorrow. What will occur tomorrow will not be there day after tomorrow. Change will happen. It is inevitable, unavoidable. Change is the very nature of this entire creation, the entire world. So you need to accept this change. Don't resist, don't fight, but instead, what are you doing? If you are happy today, you want to be happy always. If you are riding the wave of success, you want it never to subside. If your today is full of peace, you want all your tomorrows to be the same. If your current life is full of success and acclaim, don't try to hold on to it, as that too will change. The peace you feel now may not be there tomorrow. And when this state of happiness changes to sorrow and you become hapless, feel destitute and despondent, then this reflects your ignorance and lack of wisdom. The alternative situation which you can choose to be in is that whenever the good times change to bad times, you are, excuse me, you are prepared for it, as you know that change is inevitable. You accept the change with a sense of detachment, as that too will pass. Once a family went to a sage to inform him that his disciple had died. The sage replied, "So what? He had to die one day anyway. What is the big deal? The one who is born will die. It is inevitable. So why give him a send-off by being sad? Don't you give farewell parties at the time of school leaving, graduation, or retirement?" On a lighter note, I heard a story of a boy who was rather moronic, a simpleton. The parents decided to get him married, thinking that marriage might instill some sense in him. So they told the boy that the girl's parents would come to see him, and if they liked the proposal, they would finalise the marriage by giving him some sweets and money as part of the traditional ceremony. The girl's parents saw the wealth and status of the boy's family and readily agreed for the marriage. And soon the day of his marriage dawned. He got to wear fine clothes, eat delicious food, and in general he was happy. His mother explained to him, "Dear son, when we reach the bride's house, you do as you are told. In the marriage ceremony, do as the priest says." The boy questioned that why he should do so. The mother told him if he did as he was told, she would give him 2 pence coins. So the boy readily did as he was asked, not because he understood what was going on, but because he was looking forward to getting the 2 pence. The marriage ceremony completed, and soon it was time for the bride to leave her home. And as the custom is, she started wailing aloud. Meanwhile, the bride's father was giving his son-in-law all kinds of gifts and money, again as part of the custom. Eventually, the boy fathomed that he had got married. He told his mother, "I won't take her home with me. It looks like she's nothing but trouble. That is why her parents are forcing her to leave despite her wailing and bribing me with the money so that I take her off their hands. I don't want her. Just give me the 2 pence you had promised." Every bride cries when she leaves her parental home, but there is happiness mixed with this sweet sorrow, the joy of being with her new husband, starting a new life. Likewise, the one who has wedded the Lord well before this paternal world, he will exit this world in joy. But this will happen only to the one who has accomplished all that he was supposed to. On the contrary, the one who has ignored the Lord and has lived his life bonded with the external world, when his time comes to leave this world, he will wail and weep in anguish, for he doesn't want to leave his spouse, his children, his possessions, his world. The one who has given up his I and mine and has lived his life in devotion to the Lord, such an individual alone lives in peace and harmony and dies in peace and harmony. Whenever anyone dies, it has become a tradition to wail aloud, beating the chest. But I say, if someone has lived his life to the fullest in the right way, when such a person dies, don't bid goodbye to him by crying, but instead celebrate his life. When a terminally ill man who had been suffering a lot dies, the relatives are in a way relieved, as death alleviates the man's suffering, takes away the pain, just as one prays that a gravely diseased individual should rather die than keep on living and suffering. Likewise, know that your attachments and cravings are also a serious disease. Eradicate this illness, or else one will have to say that it would be better for the disease to die. Hence, learn the art of living, the art of remembrance, being free from all desires. Live knowing that every day comes only to go. The present time will change, for change is an inevitable attribute to this entire world. There are no exceptions. Times change, situations change, people change. If this is the undeniable truth, why be attached to your now, to your present, no matter how it is? For howsoever it is, it will change. Don't resist what will be, accept it wholeheartedly and move on. Walk on the path of the divine. And to be able to tread this path, you need to listen and contemplate on what has been heard. Research for yourself. I will remind you, Buddha's precept again, live in awareness, perform virtuous deeds, and keep away from sinful thoughts and acts. Observe, watch every moment of your life with awareness, knowing that your now will change tomorrow. But realize that the observer who is watching everything never changes. Change occurs only to that which is being observed. Hence, be aware of the observer and don't get focused on the observed, which are the objects, the people, the situations. Not everyone has the fortune of meeting and being with a master, a guru. It is no small achievement to reach a guru, to be able to listen to his words of wisdom, for it is only the guru who teaches you the way to get liberated, shows you the way and guides you all the way up to your destination. There are millions in this world who are whiling their time away in eating, drinking, and being merry. You are indeed fortunate that you have taken this opportunity to listen to Buddha's wisdom. When everyone else is involved in worldly matters, you are sitting here listening to pearls of wisdom, meditating, contemplating, and learning the art of living. You are learning a new way of living your life. The sooner you give up the earlier path and start treading on this new path, the better it is for you. Your old habit has been of hoarding and coveting, whereas I'm teaching you to adopt this new habit of letting go. Until now, you have learnt to hold on to things. Now unlearn that habit and learn to let go. Let go of objects, events, and people. I'll keep walking on thy path. Keep visiting thy doorstep. I have found new life with you. I have found solace in you. I'll follow you. I'll follow your dictum. I will always keep you in my heart, as I have found new life with you. I was deprived of wisdom. I would have remained thirsty without it. Now I shall drink the nectar of love, as I have found a new life with you. I see you everywhere. In every heart you reside, O my beloved. I will love my beloved, only you, as I have found new life with you. Make a fresh start, a new life, new way of living, new zest for life. And a new life means new friends, because old friends will keep dragging you into your old habits, patterns, versus eat, drink, and be merry. Whereas the newly found like-minded friends will motivate you to meditate, to be silent, and to be in satsang. The one who walks on a new path gets a new life. And what is life without novelty? Today you've had a wonderful session of meditation in the morning and followed by, hopefully, an inspiring discourse. So it is only befitting that you end the day on a high note of service. Choose whatever interests you. You may offer your services in the garden, spruce up the garden, and not make it barren by plucking all the flowers, please. Cleaning the temple or cleaning the premises where you are staying. Whatever service you do has a direct effect on your mind. So, whilst remaining silent, do your bit and work with sincerity and dedication. Remember the story I had narrated about the lady teaching me to sweep the floor. All actions should be done with sincerity and dedication. See, you can't sit with closed eyes in meditation forever, can you? The body has to act, be it walking, working, etc. But when the eyes are doing their job, the hands are doing their job. You must keep your attention focused on your breath. No matter what you do, your attention should remain on your breath. Then this becomes a type of meditation in motion, i.e., being meditative whilst being active, a kind of work meditation. And you should carry on doing this even when you return home. So, before this session comes to an end, let me recapitulate the fresh start to your life. Let there be generosity and charity in your life. Make time for observing periods of silence and keep up your spiritual practices with a resolute consistency. Relinquish this concept of I and mine that one is so very attached to. Be in devotion to the Lord and accept all that is happening to you and around you with a sense of detachment. What will be, will be. If one learns to be in this blissful state of detached living, then even at the time of death, the peace will not desert you, and you will die with a smile on your face. Our attachments and bondages are a type of disease. How can one be healthy if one does not get remedy for these maladies? So live with awareness, live a righteous life, full of virtuous deeds, devotion, and compassion. Be a witness to life's unfolding drama. Focus on being the witness and not on the ever-changing events. Remember, impermanence is the only permanence. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Babaji, Lord Buddha, and all divine masters. Deep, deep gratitude.
Thank you very much, Meena ji, for such a wonderful chapter. When you were reading, it's like my mind goes in a different direction. I pick up the things and something means, the memories, the pattern, how beautifully Anand she mentioned about everything, like um, in the beginning that in one place, wherever we go, what I understand from today's chapter, um, uh, you only change when you change your environment. If I'm be in means like I have a knowledge of year 10, right? And I'm still hanging with the year 1 students. They never studied the 9 different years, right? They don't have that much knowledge. One knowledge is like education, one is spiritual. Both are different, right? Some people are very good in their education, but their spiritual side, they are not that much active. Whereas some people, academically maybe they are not doing well, but spiritually they are very holding very high rank. And when you were sharing about the guy about his marriage, right? Marriage is a means ceremony where two people become one, right, with a union, and where they both surrender themselves to each other, like they, because they are committed now. But how nowadays people make it like a business, you can say. I'm not against anyone, but I'm just sharing my opinion that some of, not everyone is doing the same, but few of the people they are they are too much in their ego that they like to control everyone. Like the mother was here controlling this guy. The guy was innocent, but all the time my mother is giving, she knows that my son is a greedy, and the mother is manipulative also, right? So she used that tact to manipulate him, and whatever she said, he agreed to it. But because he was so dumb, he don't understand the whole story. So in the end he was like, oh my god, now I means like I took everything, now I have to take this girl with me also, like. It is a awareness also. If you are not ready for anything, don't commit, right? The union is between two people, not between two families only.
Mm.
Because means this is also a pattern, like this they are following. And the another one is um, um, which one you mentioned about gurdwaras, right? um, yes, all the gurus having different personalities, but the core was the same, right? And for me, I myself is Punjabi, but I think we all are same, because even in our Granth Sahib it is mentioned Ek Onkar and Manikaran Sahib. I never been to that place. My brother been to that place, but I watched so many videos of it online, which also attracted me. I was like, this is the first Gurdwara I'm seeing Lord Shiva's picture, whatever you were mentioning right now,
Mm,
right?
mm, mm,
And it was like, how beautiful it is. We are just thinking about it. And I think it is, no, that's Hemkund Sahib. There is one another Gurdwara where there is 2 pounds, one river and 1 pound. Pound water is always hot, and the river water is freezing cold according to the temperature. Means in a spirituality have that much power, right? And
mm,
this is the beauty when we connect with the spiritual people. We know so many saints, they do um, uh, s- uh, they are doing bhakti from a long time, and we know the moment we sit with them, we feel their aura, we
mm,
feel their energy. Very few of them, they often share what their experience with other people. Most of them, they are very quiet, but if they share something, it is an eye opener. Once my brother, when my younger brother passed away, after his death, I think around after 1 month, once Sadhu, he came to our home. Me and my mom, we both were at home, and my mom was literally crying because she just recently lost a young child, right? And this Sadhu said he was holding kamandal. Yeah, he said, just put your hand inside the kamandal. I'm just telling you the power of spirituality. When my mom put the hand inside, my mom took the hand outside. He said, look at it, look at your palms. See where your son is right now. And my mom was just looking towards it. I know, don't know what vision she saw. And she was literally, she saw that he is somewhere, means he is now born somewhere else, right? And later on it was like in my mind, how this sadhu is holding that much power, and with the blink of the eye he disappeared. I don't know where he went. And later on, one of the I'm very fortunate, and I'm saying I'm very lucky. uh, I don't know the actual name of that rishi. We used to call him Pitaji. He was 106 years old, and he was a world famous rishi. I got opportunity to see him, meet him
mm,
in personal, and my both kids got blessings from him. And he when I met him first time, that time he didn't said anything, but second time Pitaji had a very good chat with me. And he said, you know what, you have some spiritual connection and all those things. And I was like, Pitaji, what you are talking about? He told me everything, about my UK trip and everything. He said, just trust your journey. And he said, just follow this path, and your path is very divine and very spiritual. That time I was literally, because my kids were too young. I was young, so I never took his words so seriously. But till now, I was like, I don't know his real name, but I'm very fortunate that he been to different parts of the world because of his wisdom, and I got opportunity to meet this 106-year-old Maharishi, and then one another person came in my dad's home, and he said, you know what, your daughter, she is not this means from your family lineage. She is a different person, different personality. My dad knows about few things because he loved to be around with the sadhu saints. He was worshipping them a lot, but they never disclosed anything to me. And now when you were talking about that, Anandma said, being with the spiritual people, they will break your patterns. When you are with the materialistic people, who go for lust, greed, you know, and for money, manipulation, jealousy, anger. If you're with those type of people, you will be here all the time, coming
Mm,
back and doing the same thing. But once you are with the spiritual people, they will encourage you, like, for meditation, yoga,
mm,
swadhyay, that what we are doing right now,
mm,
to be in that company where we are not only seeing God, we are feeling his presence within us.
mm,
How beautiful it is. Like, in normal routine you won't think that way, but once you are in that deep zone, you are like, oh God, thank you so much, I got this opportunity, and I got this opportunity while I am alive.
mm,
And today I was listening to one of the podcast where this person who is doing past life sessions, he mentioned that most of the time the people, they got awakening, around when they are in their 30s or 40s. They get all the means they got all the information regarding their past lives, before they were just doing their things, which are in alignment with their this lifetime. And after 30s and 40, the life transformation happen. um, so I was like, also like, if I see my example, I was like, now I'm means I have my guru in very young age when I was a teenager. So from that time onwards till now, means I've been in the shelter of a guru, right? But the moment I left my this guru, uh, I was like, got that inner wisdom from my guru that you pass this test, you are now ready for the second one. And now this second one is like reminding me all about the connection I already have, but I was not aware of it. And today's chapter was all about those pattern breaking, and I was like, I already break my patterns of this life, and now I am like doing spiritual work, which is for my soul, not for this physical body. Because the physical body goes with a desire, but the soul won't go with the desire. Thank you so much. I love to discuss these type of things.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see your reflection on it because I like the bit where it says we should die with a smile and peace on our face. So, our ultimate goal should be to live that life. So, even at death's door, we are leaving this body in
and
peace.
Yeah, and the thing is, nowadays, people celebrating their death before they are going to die, before they are going to leave their physical body, because they said, when I passed away, I don't know what you guys are going to do. That's the truth. That's the truth, right? And most of the people in their entire life, they have the fear and phobia of, oh, if I'm died, what happened? Nothing happened. No one. The world will go the way it was. Means the things will happen. And the best example is, if we see in our own life, we lost so many loved one, right? After losing them, we are still eating, dressing well, going out. We are doing what we were used to do, right? Our routine never breaks. So how come I'm thinking like this way, that this is the death is the end of the world? No. Recently, as I mentioned before, also my cousin brother's husband passed away, but still telepathically we get so many messages from him. He was a very divine soul, and he gave me so many messages, so many things. Means after he passed away, he is in so much in alignment with my soul, and I was like, what kind of means, I have the connection I have with him. When he was alive, I never got the chance to see him in person, but now because after setting the his arrangement with his daughter for meditation, he is now so close to me, but I never hold to anything, because they are not in their physical form now. They are astral masters, teaching us, guiding us. We think that if a person is physically not there, physically yes, we do miss them, but you have to accept it. If I have a pain and I have stitches, what I have to do is I have to make sure, means I will give my stitches proper time. I will take care of them, that particular part of my body, so that it will heal automatically.
Mm.
It's not like I have to put the salt again and again just to make it alive, right? What will happen is, the wound will get so deep later on. It will burst, and it will affect me mentally, physically, and emotionally. I be completely lost. Some people, they can't take the deaths easily, and some
Mm.
people, they go in depression. I'm not against anyone. We all are different, but we have to understand, when someone born, we are very happy. When someone gone, we start crying. So the balance, we have to think. And after learning more about, means now I myself is a healer. When I saw my past life, I was like, oh my god, these are the same thing what, oh, Shola picture. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about this one. Yeah, the Sholay movie. That person watched it 21 times. The 21st time he realized it. The same thing seriously happen with our personal life, but we are so much attached with the things that, oh my god, no, this person belongs to me, this thing belongs to me. Nothing is permanent, nowadays. Look, so many floods are happening, fires going on, and
Mm.
with a blink of eye, so many things are demolished, right? And you can't do it, you accept it, because nature is doing it, right? The
Mm.
same way, if something happened in my life, what I took from the universe, I have to give it back to universe. Doesn't matter my body, my loved one's body, anything. We are even possessive with small things, clothes, yeah, very fussy with the clothes, old furniture. There are so many things. When you were talking about it, I was like, and very funny the way Anandma explained it. That she asked him, then okay, what means after 25th, then he realized, means finally you accepted it. If you will accept it in the first place, you don't have to suffer, because all the time whenever you were watching it, you might be crying. That what
Mm.
happened with me in childhood. I was very emotional. I was just watching the movie and I start crying, I
Mm.
was looking, oh, and my mind was, because we are a children, we won't. I said, this person died in that movie, why, how come this person is alive in another one? So my
Mm.
mind was like, there is no death. My mind was always thinking there is no death, because I see that same person in another.
We're all actors on this earth play. We all have a part to play.
Exactly.
Happiness, sadness, it's part of our role. But it's being that witness situation as opposed to being stuck in that situation. I think that helps, which is easier said than done. It can be difficult, but it's training your mindset to think that way.
It also, Minaji, look, means if you've been to so many places where they lost their loved one, there are few people in that family, those who are handling everything with full courage, because they understood those things. But there are others, because they know that if I shut down, what will happen to other people? No one can take care of them. Sometimes the situations make you so bold. Like with my mom case, my brother passed away after 2 and 3 months. Within 2 and 3 months, my granny, she passed away. My mom lost son and mother both on the same time, right? And later on she got paralyzed. So means things happen so random that she didn't get, means her mind didn't accepted it, right? But now sometime means still she still have some issues with her left side of her body. So I always say, mom, don't hold for the things, because I understand that time you were traumatized, those memories are here. That's why you can't get rid of it. I understand from where you are coming, but the only thing you can do for yourself is just to allow yourself to heal by
Mm.
accepting it. But now she is better because I do so many meditation with her. I understand that what Guru Mam was saying, it is very hard. Everyone is not same. Some people in their late means after 70s 80s, they realize their mistakes. But when they are young, they are just doing the things, never trying to improve themselves. They
Mm.
some of the people, they start doing volunteer services after 60 plus or 70 plus. Before that they never realize about it.
Mm.
And then what happen is they are physically, mentally, because that time they are completely drained out, then that time they are completely disconnected with other people. Then they realize, oh, what can I offer to others, if they are very good with that. Otherwise most of them are like at home with their family. But
Mm.
yeah, this book is like Ma is showing us the different patterns, like a baby, adult, all our life journey, how we behave.
Mm.
And during that chapter, how we have to take the things in our life.
Mm.
Always my mind is, I always see good things in people, because why I won't see bad things. I know, even I am not 100%. I I too have so many faults, right? So who am I to judge others? If I see beauty, I means there is a saying, "Jaisi drishti vaisi shrishti."
Mm.
If you see beauty in everything, you yourself look beautiful. If
Mm.
I see clutter in others, I'm then a big garbage. I personally believe this way.
And also, when someone passes away, we're grieving not because of them, but we're grieving because of our attachment to them, because they're
And
not there for
benefits also.
us.
And benefit also.
Mm.
Whatever the emotional benefit or what
Mm.
kind of benefit you were getting from their physical body, that is
Mm.
no more longer there.
Mm. So selfish motives makes us feel down and depressed rather than feeling happy for the soul to move on and be healed wherever they go.
No, we won't think like now means I learn healing and everything. Now, whenever anyone passed away in my family, I do prayers with them and I tell them, I said, look, you need to pray for them, that you release them from our family circle, and you are allowing them to take birth wherever they want to go. And on the same time, you are releasing all your karmic debts with that person. You are not holding that person anymore, any kind of pain or anything, and you are wishing that they will be in a good, they will go, their next life will be in a better home with
Mm.
better people, where they will grow spiritually rather than materialistically.
Mm.
uh, Everyone is shocked that they said like, you never did this thing, the type of things before. I said, because I was not aware as well.
Mm.
But now I have the
Change.
awareness.
Mm.
Yeah.
And change is inevitable. Every day we're growing and changing. 10 years ago, we were different to what we are now, and 10 years from now, we'll be different. Nothing is constant.
Skin change, taste change, everything. Now we are very mindful of our diet.
Mm.
Before, whatever, we were eating it, we were not thinking that way. So
Mm.
yeah, the time and the best thing is you need to change with the time. Otherwise, time will change everything for you.
Mm.
What those who hold things mean within them, they either get health issues, other things, right? And some of them, they are so much in depression that the people around them, they make them depressed also.
Mm.
So the means it's not balanced thing, and it is not their fault, but we need to bring more awareness about this, by sharing them about the soul plans and all those things. Maybe they understand them.
Mm.
So yeah, nice. Mm. Yeah,
Isn't it?
Champaji and Damayanti ji and Champaji, you want to share anything? I love the discussions, and especially because here we learn from each other.
Mm.
We see the things
Mm.
from other perspective. Like, yes, I never
Mm.
think that way.
Mm.
And sometimes when you're young, if your parents and anyone say something to you, you won't take it seriously. But now I understand why they were saying these things to me us that time.
I think in one of the guttas I went to, either Ramesh Bayos or Morai Babu said, when you go to a gutta, contemplate on what you've heard. And just like the cow keeps chewing the grass and regurgitates it, that's what we should be doing. Don't walk out the gutta and leave it there. Take it with you and reinforce it and think of it and remember it. It's almost like churning of it, the knowledge. Because if you don't do it, then you lose it.
And like
Yeah.
we are discussing, it is also like we are means rewinding the same thing, repeating the same thing what you just said. So that way it will stick in my mind forever, whatever we discussed. Sorry, yes, Champaji, please carry on.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I wish I could carry on listening to you, but Puram has rang me twice, and I said I'll ring you after 8. So, yeah, it was very interesting. Like what Meena ji said about when you go to kathas and that, we should chew it. And now into meditation, I recall the kathas that I've listened. It had got most of the things that we do now. The saint. They do put this all in the katha, but we haven't got that what do you call it, the understanding to take it. But now I go back like Ramesh Oza's katha and that it has got all this in it,
Mm.
but our stage of spirituality is not at that stage to understand it. If you know what I mean.
Mm. Yeah, manthan karwan, manthan karwan.
Because at that time you don't do manthan because you are still enjoying the
Mm.
bhajans and
Mm.
entertainment and all that because
Mm.
you are the beginning of it. But
Mm.
now when I go back, I know how they relate it, like the breath and the air inside, clay pot and all that. He used to explain that, and I can relate it now.
Mm.
It's very interesting. And about the what you read about, when I was young, we used to live in a big plot where there was Hindu Punjabi people, and they were used to go to Gurudwara and all that. And so, it reminded me of those days. And from my upbringing like that, no wonder I'm connected with people like Hindu Punjabis now as well.
Mm. Mm.
It's amazing how the life turns out. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
So
All actors
thank
playing
you
our
very much.
roles.
Thank
Haven't
you
we?
very much.
We've acted together previously. We're acting again now together, haven't we? In
Yeah.
this
And
cycle.
I
Tomorrow, I think I've got my course. So I will be able to join for, I think it's from 6:30 to 7:30. So I might need to join with the recording. I don't know. I'll have to see.
That's fine, Champaji, is
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
As
very,
you
I log, you notice I'm logging trying to log on time.
Mm.
I'm enjoying this.
Dedication, huh?
Yeah, it is. I know. The thing is, after what you have achieved, I said to myself, Champa, you got to do it. Hook or crook, you got to. Even if you just attend, like today, I'm going to attend the story, but I'll do the meditation afterwards on the recording because Poonam is waiting for my call. Otherwise, I'll not talk to her for 2 days.
Mm.
And she goes to
Oh,
sleep. They retire at 9 o'clock. So thank you very much, Meena ji and Monica ji.
Thank you so much.
And Damayanti Ben. The energy is there.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was quite interesting about how we need to rejoice, to say goodbye to when the soul is leaving the body. We get very emotional. I mean, this time my brother-in-law, when he died, throughout the period, I was quite strong, till at the crematorium when that Mangala Mandir Kholo, that's when I just burst out crying because it was like, in a way, I was happy, but in a way, I was sad because we won't see him anymore, and he was a nice person. So I think the emotions are very different. And also, like, when my mother-in-law died, I was there sitting at her bedside, holding her hand. And somehow, when my father-in-law died 22 years later, I did the same. I was holding his hand. So I'm just thinking that I'm sure they're looking at us, from there, what we're doing and everything. So, there's a lot of things around death and passing away on the other side, and how we live and our expectations and everything, from people who we have lived with, and they're gone. Where have they gone? We still want to keep in touch. So there was a lot to it today, Meena ji.
Mm.
So
And that reminds me of a story then, when I was a lot younger, I must have been about, I don't know, 10, 12. One
yeah,
of our family friends, the grandma passed away, must have been in her 80s. And because everybody else was so upset and crying, I was also emotionally affected.
yeah,
I was so hurt and upset. I got home and I got a right telling off of my mum. She goes, "Is
oh,
that why I took you there? Why were you crying?"
yeah,
And I still remember at this stage, she really had a go at me for
mm,
being influenced by my environment because everybody else was upset and crying. She said, "I did not take you there to cry and get to this emotional state." And she
yeah,
drummed it into me and told me off so bad that even now I can still remember her telling me off.
yeah,
And to this day, that strength, I think, is still with me.
yeah,
Obviously, it's someone really close that's different, but somebody who's not immediately close, you
mm,
shouldn't have that level of attachment. So
yeah,
even at a young age, I was getting a telling off saying, "Look, pull yourself together, you shouldn't be crying like this."
yeah, yeah, mm,
So yeah, hats off to her wherever she is. May her soul rest in peace. I can still feel her love and blessings, her and my dad's,
yeah,
they're still there in some shape or form. Like you said, Monica G, we've got, is it 6 lives? So somehow I'm still connected, I think.
yeah,
Even I means in my family legacy, I'm the only one who is able to see any passed away. Means anyone going to passed away, they communicate with me. They told me in advance. We are going, we are leaving. Even my cousin, he passed away recently, and he the moment he passed away in India, the same time he said, "The I'm leaving. Bye, the." And I have no idea. Next day my mom was calling me, and I was like, why you are calling? What happened to him? You know what, this what happened. They burst. My mom said he passed away that time, the moment he said these things to you. And in my entire family, I'm the only one who since from the childhood who knows. But my family, they don't like it. That she knows that if someone go means about to die. But now I won't share with anyone that. Then I was like, because in your childhood you are not aware, but now I like, it is a divine will. It's not means that soul plan to go, so they have to go. Means their time is up. They can't be here around us.
Mm.
And thanks, we got on our spiritual path. We get so much knowledge. Thank you to divine and the Most
Mm.
High. Shall we go for the quick meditation? You want to do it, or you want me to do it?
I don't mind. It's up to you, Monica G. It's up to you. I don't mind.
Okay, because I don't know, my soul is saying go for the meditation. So, okay, let's start meditation. Please sit in a comfortable posture. Cross your legs, clasp your fingers into fingers, and gently close your eyes. And forget about all the things we just discussed and just be one with your own breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. See all the divine gurus, your ancestors, in the form of divine light. On the top of your head, you might feel sharp pressure on your third eye. At the moment you are connected with your ancestral line, all your previous reincarnation gurus, be in this state for next 2 minutes. You might see any picture, word, or anything. This is a message from them for you. Or you might hear anything, or suddenly a thought pop up in your mind. And anyone wants to know their presence, you can ask them for a signal. It might be blow of air or sudden sound. All your gurus and ancestors are working together to clear all your karmic debts. They are doing cord cutting right now. You might feel any sharp pain anywhere in your body. That is the cord from your previous life they are going to cut right now. Now again, bring your attention towards your third eye. Now feel the presence of all your gurus and ancestors in the form of a light merge into your third eye. Your eyes might blink or you might feel sharp pain or sharp light on your third eye. Someone's right hand is shaking. This is your ancestors are very happy, and this is a signal from them. Now let's show deep, deep gratitude to all our gurus, all our ancestors for this quick, deep healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please rub your palms and place your palms over your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And slowly, slowly remove your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for joining this meditation. Deep, deep gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Meena ji and Monica ji. It's been really good. A lot to learn and a lot to contemplate on. So thank you so much.
Deep, deep gratitude, Monikaji, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I feel so blessed to be able to read this amazing book and to share the learnings with you all. Deep, deep gratitude.
Thank you, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.